Hey YouTube, Kevin here. I know you haven't seen me in a while, and life has just been crazy. Haven't got to do any videos in a while, so I thought I would make a sold video for you, uh, especially since it's been since probably April or May since I've done one. So I've noticed a lot of new subscribers. So if you're new to my channel, I'm a part-time eBay reseller, and I flip things and sell them on eBay that I buy from yard sales, garage sales, estate sales, online auctions, things of that nature, and I sell them for profit, resell them for profit on eBay. So I like to do these sales videos to show what you see what I buy, so it's good to see what I actually get for them as well. I've got a lot to cover, so this will probably be over 2 or 3 videos just to get caught up on what all I've sold. So let's get started. All right, first up, this is a Super Nintendo game in the box. It only has the box; it didn't have the manual. This is Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2. I got $23.75. I'm free shipping on this one, and this was part of a huge video game lot that I had picked up the end of last year, and still got a few of those left. Still trying to sell through those. Next up, this is a pair of Merrell men's trail glove shoes. I bought these at a yard sale for $5. I sold them for $44.99 plus shipping. Alright, next up, this is a thrift store pickup. This is a Logitech MK550 Comfort Wave wireless keyboard. This also has the mouse with it. This was practically brand new, but I had to sell it as used. This was I run a sale from time to time. This was a 12% off sale, so I got $28.15 plus shipping for this one. And I originally paid, I believe, $6.99 at a thrift store for this one. All right, next up, this is a model of the Ghostbusters Ecto-1. This was sealed, and I thought it was worth a lot more than what it was. I had it for a long time listed, and it didn't sell for around $40, so I finally dropped it down to $21.99. Then when I put it on sale, it sold for $19.35 plus shipping. And I think I paid about $10 for that one, so this was not a good flip at all. All right, next up, this is a thrift store pickup. This bag is called Bagalini. It's a crisscross crossbody organizer bag. I really had to do a lot of research to figure out what that was. Anyway, it was new with tags, and I ended up selling it on sale for $39.59 plus shipping, and I paid $6.99 at a thrift store for this guy. All right, next up, this is a piece. This is one of those pieces from the huge tool lot that I bought from Pete the Craigslist Hunter. I bought, he was selling wholesale lots of these, and I think I bought 3 or 4 lots. And so this is a Irwin Unibent number 1. Sold it for $12.69, free shipping on that one. Next up, this is a Case Stockman Blue Scroll Stag knife. Stockman is a 3-blade. However many blades depends on what the knife is called, from what I understand. I picked this knife up I bought a lot of knives from a gentleman that goes to church with me. He is a knife dealer, so I bought his he put a collection together for me, and I think I sold it for $169.99, and I think I paid $75 for this knife, so pretty good profit on this one. All right, next up, this is 2 2004 G.I. Joe Cobra Crimson and Blue HISS tanks. I bought these in a big lot of G.I. Joe stuff a couple years ago, and I'm still cycling through some of this stuff and getting it listed. But I knew that these were worth something, but I didn't realize they were worth as much as what they were. So I sold both of these HISS tanks for $89.99 plus shipping. The older, even some of the newer G.I. Joe stuff is still worth picking up. So I always look that stuff up. Next up is this Disney Pixar Cars Nitro Aid hauler truck. These haulers still do pretty good. This is a straggler from a lot of these haulers that I had picked up a while back. They were in a Lego bin that I bought like a year and a half ago, and I just now here, well, the first year just got around to listing them. And they all have sold really well. I sold this one for $29.99 free shipping. So keep an eye out for the Disney Pixar cars, especially the haulers. I always look that stuff up because it may be worth selling. All right, next up, this is a Sony SLV N88 VCR. This is a hi-fi, and I sold it for $49.99 plus shipping. This was a thrift store pickup, I believe, and I think I paid $8 for it, so pretty good flip there. All right, here's another tool that I bought from Pete the Craigslist Hunter. This is a Impact 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch hex square drive. It's a shank socket is what it is, and I sold it for $11.19 free shipping. Now I believe after I add everything up from the total amount of tools, what I paid for them, it works out to a little less than $2.50 a piece on everything that I've sold. So that even goes up to the higher dollar items that I've sold of this lot also. All right, next up, this is a model of the Star Trek Klingon Bird of Prey. This one really surprised me. I listed it, or I picked it up at a yard sale. I'm pretty sure I paid $10 for it, but I didn't, and I just had saw a few listed for over $100. So when I got it home and listed it, I originally listed it for about $150, and I had a lot of lowball offers, and I didn't accept any of those. The highest being around $100. So it eventually sold when I put it on sale for $130.49 plus shipping. So this was a great flip here. So look out for these, the Star Trek models, because there are some that are pretty valuable. All right, next up, this is a DVD recorder from Magnavox. This is a Magnavox MWR 10D6, and this one also had the remote control. But I had a Magnavox remote control. This is originally the remote control, I believe, that goes with the DVD VCR combo, but it worked on this one. But yeah, this is a recorder. I got this at a yard sale for $1 and sold it for $59.99 plus shipping on top of that. So really good flip here. This is a Cars hauler. This is the Mood Springs hauler. I sold it for $37.99 free shipping. All right, here's something to look out for. These tuners they have for cars like hot rods and stuff. Now this one is an SCT SF3 3015. It's a tuner programmer, but this one was married to a car. And what that means is apparently it had already been used on another computer. I'm sorry, on a car. So there's only 3 or 4 of these tunes that are in here to tune up a car, and if you use it on a car, it marries it. So you can send it to the company to have it unmarried, but it costs $150. So I got this one. When I hooked it up, it was married. So you can still sell them. They're just not as valuable. This thing would have been worth about $240 or more. This one brand new sells for about $400. So unfortunately, it had been used, and I got $79.99 free shipping out of this one. I could have sent it in myself to have it reprogrammed, but the $150 would have put it right at what I was going to sell it for anyway, from what I would have got the same amount out of it. So I just sold it for the $80. All right, next up, this is a Zippo with a Confederate flag on it. Since they don't make the Confederate flag on anything anymore, everything that has it on it is valuable, but you got to watch. eBay will take it down eventually. This one sold before it got taken down. I think I paid $10 for this lighter, and I sold it for $69.99 free shipping. All right, next up, this is a an original handheld Space Invaders games from the 80s. It works. We tried it out. I actually picked this up on the Highway 127 sale, and I paid $5 for it, and it sold for $42.29 plus shipping. So the vintage games, especially in the box, are very valuable. Or I won't say they're all very valuable, but there is some value to them. So I always look that stuff up. All right, this is a Ping Pro Shop display bag. This bag is humongous. It was twice the size of a regular golf bag, so it's definitely for display. So I got this on the Highway 127 sale as well, and I paid either $5 or $10 for it. No. I'm sorry. I paid $20 for it. I had it listed originally for like $225 or $200 or something like that. Eventually dropped it down to $149.99 and sold it, and the buyer paid shipping on this one. So a great flip there. All right, here's another knife. This is a Fighting Rooster. This is a bone. The material that's on the handle there is bone. So I took a best offer, I believe, on this one of $70. And this was one of those knives that was part of the collection that I had purchased that I mentioned earlier. And I think I had about 45 into that one. So not a lot of profit there. At this point, I had sold a lot of the knives and was just trying to move some of those to buy more, to get it sold and buy more. All right, next up, this is a vintage 1996 Atlanta Olympics hat, and it's new with tags. I sold it for $16.99 plus shipping, and I bought this for 50 cents, and this was part of the hats that I bought when I bought the pink Lowe's hats that have the Pink Panther on them. Bought a lot of hats that day. This isn't part of the ones that I bought when I bought the 60, or I'm sorry, the 60 hats. Next up, this is a G.I. Joe 25th anniversary shipwreck figure, new mint on card. Sold him for $31.99 free shipping. This was I guess I was running a pretty big sale on this one, 20% off. I bought this in a huge lot of G.I. Joe figures from a friend of mine. We traded, or I bought them from him. I can't remember. We've had so many deals, but I have a ton of G.I. Joe stuff that I got from him. All right, next up, this is just some bread and butter stuff. This was a 50-cent pickup, and it's the Dr. Scholl's Tri-Comfort orthotic insoles. I sold it for $10.99 plus shipping. So I'll buy something for 50 cents if I know that I'm going to make over $10 on it. All right, next up, this is a Canon copier cartridge, E40. It's a black toner cartridge. I bought it for, I think I paid $8.99 for it. Sold it for $51.99 plus shipping. All right, next up, this was a bad buy. I thought these were worth more than what they were. This is an AT&T CL2909 corded phone. Has a speaker phone. I think I paid $4 for it. Sold it for $11.99 plus shipping. Not the greatest sale, but as you can see, I have bad buys just as well as good buys. So, all right, I picked this up on the Highway 70 sale. This was $1. $1 pickup. Walked up in the driveway and I asked the fella, "Do you know what this goes to?" He said, "No." He goes, "What would you give me for it?" I said, "How about $1?" Or I said, "What do you want for it?" He said, "How about $1?" And I said, "Okay." So I sold it for $99.99 plus shipping. This was a great flip. There's a number on the back that you can type in and it'll tell you what it goes to. So keep an eye out for anything car related, mirrors, dashes. I mean, anything. Those things are valuable, especially on the newer cars. All right, and this is just some knee wraps. Bought these for 50 cents or $1. Sold them for $17.99 free ship. I have a few stragglers from the huge PS2 collection that I had bought previously. This is XG3 Extreme G Racing. I sold it for $9.99 free shipping. Picked this up at a thrift store, actually. This is an original 1984 Aquaman. And I think I paid $9 for what all you see here. And I sold them for $28 plus shipping. Alright, here is, this lot is part of the lot of 60 hats that you've seen on a previous video. So this is 20 of those hats, and these are all Daytona 500 hats from different years. I think it goes from 1988 to 2010, and most of them have their tags, so these are in wonderful condition. So I had them on there for like $350. I took a best offer of $240, and the buyer paid shipping as well. Up next, this is an Atari 520 ST computer. This was actually a consignment product. My co-worker, Mark, he said that he had found this in the box and asked if I would sell it for him, and if I would sell it, we would split it. So I told him, yeah, I'd definitely do that. So I put it on there, and we originally listed it at $329. I dropped it down to $279, and someone purchased it and paid shipping on it. Alright, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.